Are Philippine corruption probes stalling? It's a question that echoes in coffee shops, online forums, and family dinners. We see explosive headlines, dramatic hearings, and promises of accountability. But then, weeks turn into months, months into years, and the initial outrage fades into a familiar, frustrating silence. The public is often left wondering, was anyone ever held responsible? So, what is really happening to corruption investigations in the Philippine government? The short answer is complicated. Some move forward, many stall, and a few quietly turn into cases you never hear about again. To understand why, you need to see the system not as a single highway, but as a maze of interlocking roads, each with its own rules, speed limits, and gatekeepers. Here's the context, so it actually makes sense. In the Philippines, big corruption stories almost always ignite in one of three places. First, a Senate or House hearing in aid of legislation. These are built for television, sound bites, face-offs, and exposés that capture the nation's attention. But their legal power is limited. These hearings don't jail anyone. Their official output is a committee report with recommendations for new laws or for other agencies to file charges. Second, a Commission on Audit or COA report. These are dense annual audits of how every single government agency spent its budget. Journalists and watchdog groups pore over these, looking for red flags, overpriced laptops, ghost projects, unliquidated cash advances. A damning COA finding is a powerful starting point for a formal investigation. And third, a whistleblower leak. An insider, armed with documents and first-hand knowledge, decides to go public, often through the media or a trusted institution. This provides the raw material, the receipts, the memos, the insider testimony, that can blow a case wide open. But a headline is not a conviction. For actual accountability, the case has to jump from the court of public opinion to the actual justice system. This is where the handoffs begin, and where the delays are often built in. The primary track leads to the Office of the Ombudsman. This is the main investigative and prosecutorial body for cases against public officials. They take the findings from the Senate, COA, or whistleblowers and build a legal case. If they find probable cause, they file formal charges at the Sandiganbayan, the special anti-graft court, which then runs the trial. But there are parallel tracks. The Department of Justice, or DOJ, and its investigative arm, the National Bureau of Investigation, or NBI, can also build their own criminal cases, especially if private individuals are involved. This can sometimes run alongside an ombudsman probe. And the COA has its own enforcement power. It can issue a notice of disallowance, which is a formal order to the officials involved to return the improperly spent money. This is a financial penalty that can proceed even while the criminal case is crawling through the courts. So why does it feel like nothing happens? Because the news cycle moves in days, while the legal cycle moves in years. Evidence gathering, subpoenaing bank records, auditing contracts, securing sworn affidavits, takes months. Witnesses, crucial to any case, may need protection, get intimidated, or simply back out. And the legal system itself is a minefield of delays. A preventive suspension order can be appealed. A finding of probable cause can be appealed. A judge's ruling can be appealed. Every step is met with motions for reconsideration, inhibitions, and scheduling conflicts that can stretch a case out for a decade or more. To cut through the noise, here's a simple 5-point scoreboard to track any high-profile probe. 1. Did a legislative committee actually release a final report? If not, the hearing was likely just political theater. A released report, recommending charges, is the first real step. 2. Has the Ombudsman opened a formal investigation and issued a preventive suspension? This is real momentum. It means investigators believe there's enough smoke to look for fire, and they're taking officials off the field to prevent them from tampering with evidence. 3. Were criminal informations actually filed in the Sandiganbayan? This is the point of no return. The case is now officially in the court system, and the trial clock starts ticking, however slowly. 4. Has a co-wa notice of disallowance been affirmed by the Supreme Court? This is a concrete financial consequence. It means the order to return the money is final and executory. And 5. Are there plea bargains or, rarest of all, convictions? This is the finish line. A conviction, especially one that survives appeal, is a definitive statement of accountability. So what about those "where are they now" cases? They usually sit in one of 3 buckets. First, active but quiet. The case is moving, but it's under a gag order, or investigators are deep in a complex financial audit. Second, kicked to administrative discipline. The criminal aspect stalls, but the official faces internal sanctions like demotion, forfeiture of benefits, or disqualification from public office, punishment without prison. And third, stalled in court. The case is technically active, but buried under a mountain of pending motions and appeals, waiting for a slot in the court's crowded calendar. If you want to find the receipts yourself, here's where to look. Check the Senate and House websites under committee reports. For the Ombudsman's actions, look for their press releases and annual reports. For court cases, the Sandiganbayan website has a searchable docket. Use the case number or the name of the accused. COA's website contains massive annual financial reports. For procurement trails, search the PhilGPS portal for specific projects or suppliers. And if a document isn't public, file a request through the EFOI portal. Be specific, be patient, and be persistent. So how do these probes actually move forward? The answer is sustained, informed public pressure. When the media spotlight fades after a hearing, cases cool down. But when journalists, civil society groups, and ordinary citizens track the case numbers, file FOI requests for updates, and consistently ask, what happened to that case? It signals to these institutions that the public has not forgotten. It creates a cost for inaction. Keeping names and cases in the light doesn't guarantee a conviction, but it is the most effective way to prevent them from disappearing into the dark. This is Glenn's project. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and hit that notification button for more videos like this. Stay with me, and I will take on the current happenings in our motherland, the Philippines. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos.